Okay. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, you all hear me well, no?
Yes, very
Okay.
well.
Okay. Now that we will go from the liberation of the palm, the day 6. Last session, I think I talked about the seven limbs. Then here the today is that the day 6 and the day 7. Day 6 and the day 7, you can see that it. Can you all hear me well, isn't it? Okay, very good. Okay, and the day 6 and 7, it talks about the generally it talks about in the Buddhism that how you can develop that master and the student relationship. Master and the student relation, it's called guru devotion. Guru devotion normally means it means it talks about how can you can develop the master and the student relation. So it's the thing is that the normally what we have to understand is that the whatever the Dharma practice and you need a guide. So master is the guide. So and the relation between the master and the student is it talks about the day 6 and 7, the how you have to build up that relation. And generally it's a quite importance, because the importance is that sometimes that every of the first we have to think like that. Okay, generally right now the like this time there are the lots of the fake, I can say the fake masters or fake gurus comes, and it is the one thing. And the second thing is that also the when you are having the spiritual practice, it is like when you have to rely on the someone. And if you don't know the way how you have to rely, you can be deceived, or you will be not get uh, the proper instruction. So that's why in the day 6 or 7, it talks about how you can develop the relation with the master and the student. First thing is the one thing. Now here in the master in the Buddhism term is called the guru. I think that is I think now originally this word is a Sanskrit word. Now it's become like an English, and it's a very very common word for the spiritual, the master or the guru. Normally, from Buddhist, from the Buddhism point of the view, what does exactly the guru means? The guru means exactly means the who can help you, or the who can instruct you to the how the instruct you, or who can helps you to that you can help you to the overcome that the delusions. Okay, mental delusions that to overcome, who can help you and who can guide you. That's called the guru. Okay, master. That's the definitions of the master. So now the second thing is that my own experience, that quite a long time back, that I was walking in Delhi. It's a capital of the India, and middle of the road, I met one person chasing after me, and he asked me the one thing that the related about the Buddhism. He asked me, and then I told him that the one thing that why don't you go and search in the internet, the Google, so you may find the more information. Why don't you go and search in the internet? So then he told me one thing, that right now the spiritual is such a big, the spiritual regarding whatever the things related with the spiritual and the things, it is one of the huge black market. So we cannot rely on the internet or any of the the masters, that we cannot rely on it. So we feel that the spiritual have the lots of the fakes and the lots of fake gurus and the fake masters. So that's why in the liberation point chapter, first it talks about the qualities of the gurus or the qualities of the master. It's very important. First, the guru meaning, then in the liberation of palm, in the talks about the quality of the guru or the quality of the master. Then only it can become the master. So right now, what's happening, whoever give the teaching, whoever give the talk, normally people they take them as the master. It is not like that. Whoever give the teaching, whoever give the talk, they cannot become the master or guru. Okay, guru in the Buddhism, to become the guru, he need a certain qualities. So in this, under day 7, it mentioned about the qualities of the master. Then it comes to the quality of the student. So as I mentioned before, there are a lot of the fake masters, the fake gurus. So people used to ask me that why there are a lot of the fake gurus. So I always used to tell them, because there are a lot of the fake student. Once there's a fake student, the fake master will come. When there's a fake master, the fake student will come. When you become the right student, definitely you will meet the right master. So that's the thing. So that's why there is one very interesting story. I like that story quite much. So there is one master. So he always used to tell the people that he have such a power. He can take the people straight to the Buddha's, the Pure Land. I mean, heaven, no Buddha's, the Pure Land, heaven, straight to the Buddha's Pure Land or Pure Land, if they are willing to die with him. If anyone want to go to the Pure Land with him, they have to die with him. If anyone willing to die with him, then he can take them to the Buddha's, the Pure Land. So then what happened is that so everyone in that the village, they thought that he was really the great master. And everyone pay him the respect, and everyone used to invite him for the lunch and the dinners, and his life is going quite pretty well. So then the one occasion, one person came to listen to his teaching, and he was claiming the same thing. He was telling that if anyone willing to die with me, I can take that person straight to the Buddha's, the Pure Land. And at that time, the one person came to him and he said that, yeah, I want to die with you because I want to go to the Buddha's Pure Land. Buddha's Pure Land means Buddha's the paradise. No paradise, I want to go to the Buddha's paradise. So then what happened is that person told that the master told that person that you have to think very carefully, making any decision. I will leave you the 1 month to think that whether you really can die with me. After the months later, again that person came to see that master and told that within this month, I was thinking very seriously about dying with you. So I still determined that to die with you. I make the very important decision that to go to the Buddha's, the paradise, and the only way to reach the Buddha's paradise is to die with you. So I will die with you. So that the master told her, come after the 3 months later, think carefully. That person came after the 3 months and told the same thing. He want to die with the master. The master asked him, come after the 6 months. The person again came after the 6 months. And he told them, now I want to die with you. I have fully decided that I will die with you and I want to go to the Buddha's, the Pure Land. So what happened is after the 6 months later, the master told him the one thing. After you coming to see me, after I met you, you ruined my life. Before, when I'm meeting you, my life is going pretty well. Everyone believes me. Everyone feels that I have a superpower. After I met you, now you ruined my life. So this is the story that how it goes is that when the student becomes the right student, there is no way that he will meet the wrong master, fake master. When the student is a fake student, then definitely he will meet the fake master. Okay, so that's why in this library chapter it talks about that the students, the quality, what the student, the quality should be. Okay, now I will start from the not a master quality. I will start from the student quality. Okay, first thing, the student quality, understand the student quality, then understand the master quality, then you become the right student, master, meet the right master, then how you can build up the relation. Because right now the lots of the I mean that's happening, especially in the West, especially in the West. The problem is that the gurus and the masters, a lot of the the scandals are coming up. Mainly reason is that the masters, they are the student, when they look at the masters and the guru, they will not look at the qualities of the master. And the master will not check with the students the quality to accept the student. In the very easy way, I can say that in the West, what the quality of the student? Very simple way, who can pay and buy the ticket, that's the quality of the student in the West. Who can buy the ticket for listen the master's teaching, okay? The master is that who can just come and talk and get the information. So here they are started to give the teaching. Okay, this is the not the right, the quality. Okay, in the liberation, the poem, it mentioned the quality. Okay, now the student, it mentioned the three qualities student have to, student should have the three qualities if you want to become the right student of the Dharma. Okay, the first quality is first quality is the student should be the very unbiased. That the one does the unbiased mean the student, whenever many people, when they come to listen to my teachings, and they already have some thoughts, and they already have their own ideas, and they, with like these thoughts and their idea comes, they can hear the only they want to hear. 99% of the student who remember my teaching is that what they accept. They don't remember that my teaching that which they cannot accept it, because they are the very biased. They only want to hear and that what they want to hear. So that's why the unbiased is the number one quality. Whatever the masters feel, first you have to listen it. Okay, try to understand. Then the second thing is, then you have to, second quality the student should be the analyzing. Okay, student should have the very good wisdom. Wisdom means a student should analyze every of the master's word. Okay, normally what you accept, what you like to accept, you will not accept that after you see that is the right or wrong. You will just accept it when you like it. So that's why the student, the second quality is that the student should do the analysis of every of the master's book. Okay, analyzing. Okay, so student should have some of the analytical, the analytical, I would say the analytical analytical potential or some. Okay, so that should have it. So they have to do the analysis of every of the master's book. Okay, that is the number two. Okay, second quality. Okay, second qualities. Am I clear about the second quality? Okay, good. Unbiased, and the third quality is a student should have the interest. Okay, interest of the master's teaching, whatever the teaching, they should have the interest. One, you don't have the interest, you cannot focus it. You will get distracted. So that's all the three qualities. If you feel that the Dharma, if you feel that you have the interest, if you feel that you are the unbiased, if you feel that you can do the analysis, then you are the right student. Okay, you can do the analysis, but you have the unbiased. If you are not interested, you are not the right student. Because who are not interested in the Dharma teaching, they will not practice the Dharma at all. Three qualities. Okay, how to generate the interest is not my job. Okay, that's the student job. Okay, whether to generate the interest. Okay, whether you are interested, good. If you're not interested, good, then you don't have to force yourself. One time I was teacher in the South India monastery, one big monastery, and there was a young student. So he newly joined the philosophy class, and I took him to see my master. That time, my master is very old, over 91 or 92. He rarely gives any teaching. So I asked my master, this is very new student, joined in the philosophy class. Master, can you please pray him that he can study well the philosophy, that class? It takes 20 years in South India monastery to finish all this philosophy subject. No? So then my master asked him told me the one thing that my master told me the one thing that one thing that he told me that this the new student, the young student, is he interested to study or not? If he's not interested, he told me that don't force him to study. There's no use. If he's interested, then I can pray. This is such a thing that the third quality is that you need the interest. Once you have no interest, then you are not the right student at all, okay? Now look into yourself, okay? Look into yourself. Do you have that three qualities or not? Look into yourself. If you have the third quality is interest, is you cannot generate the interest. That is comes maybe many reasons, okay? The analysis, you can do it. Analysis, whatever the master said that you can do it with the analysis. And the unbiased, that you can learn that how you can be the unbiased, okay? Now you look into yourself. Do you have that three qualities or not, okay? Ask yourself, and if you feel yes, then you are right student. If you feel no, then you are not. Okay. That's okay. Am I clear? Okay, am I clear? Okay, very good. Okay, so that okay, student's quality. Now comes the master's quality. Master's quality in the liberation in the palm, it said that the Dharma, especially the Dharma master or the Dharma guru, no? Master's quality, it talks about the 10 qualities. Among the 10 qualities, there are the three qualities are main. Three qualities. The first quality is the master should have the very proper discipline. That's a very important. When the master is not fully disciplined, that means the master cannot teach the Dharma. Teach the Dharma means then that his Dharma will not help the people. So master should have the fully very discipline. Okay, discipline means not to wake at the. No, discipline means whatever most the discipline means a master fall in the actually, like a Buddhist, they have like precepts, no, that he have to follow the Buddhist the precept and the rules very strictly. Okay, that's called the discipline. Okay, master. Okay, especially it's a monastic discipline. I will say the monastic discipline. Okay. Okay, then the second quality is the master should have the very good wisdom. Okay, very good wisdom is that he should have the very good idea with what he's teaching. He should have the very good knowledge of the Buddhism, what he was teaching. If you don't have the good knowledge, that means he cannot teach. If you have the very good knowledge of the Buddhism, he should have the very proper discipline. And the third is the master should have the practice or the meditate. Okay, whatever he teach, he have the practice. Okay. So normally people normally to teach the Buddhism, it's not only the knowledge is enough. Also master should have gain the experience through the practice, okay? And the practice, the knowledge and the discipline, okay? These three are the main qualities. Normally the gurus, they have the 10 qualities of the master. These are the main qualities that every of the Buddhists, the master should have. Okay, and after you learn this Lamrim 2-year class, and if you want to teach the Buddhism to the others, first thing is that you should focus on the three qualities. Okay, right now the people, when they gain some knowledge, they will share with others. That's very good. But the Buddhism, if you want to be the Buddhist master to teach the people, not only the degree is not that important. Okay, these three qualities are the most important. Then only you can benefit the other. I heard the one story. So I'm not so sure that okay, about the discipline. Okay, about the discipline. Have you heard about the monastic discipline? Okay, monastic discipline, generally in the Buddhism, there's precepts and the rules for the monks and nuns. And the plus, sometimes they are having the monastic rules and the discipline. Okay. That's a discipline. Okay, I was a discipline. Okay, so that stories goes like that. Okay, stories goes like that. And okay, let me put like this. Okay, when I saying the master should have the proper discipline, means the master should have to follow the the morality and the ethics. Okay, that would be better. Morality and the ethics should be the very strictly that she should follow the ethics. Okay, morality and ethics very strictly. Okay, sometimes also plus there will be the disciplines or the monastic disciplines. Okay, like example, let me give you the one example. Now right now I'm in a, not in the right now I came to the Nepal monastery, and as you all know that I have to take care of that one monastery in the North India, and which is the very traditional monastery, and it's around the 600 years old monastery. So this monastery, the disciplines or rules are very strict, very strict. So I have to follow the rules. No, right now I'm in the Nepal, and the weathers are very cold, quite cold, okay, quite cold. And they're quite cold, and in this cold weather, so still I cannot cover up my right arm. I cannot cover it up. So even the weather is very good. This is the monastic rules, okay, that the Yutu monastery, that is the North India, the monastic rule. So I have to follow it. I have to follow. Because the thing is that if I don't follow, then the monks who are there who's not following, I cannot tell them to follow that. No? So tell the people to follow. First thing is I have to follow. But that is the concept of that. So that's why in the Buddhism, the morality and a lot of the ethics in the master should have to practice and to follow the rules very strictly. So that's why if the master himself does not follow the strictly rules, then he cannot tell the students to follow. So that's why the first quality, master should have the very follow and have the very well disciplined, okay, discipline. Second is the master should have the very good knowledge of the Buddhism, what he teach. Third is he have to practice that whatever he teach, okay. Once he have not practiced that whatever he teach, then he cannot guide the others the well. No? So you got my point. So one thing, okay, one thing that I think that you all know the mindfulness no practice, and they ask the student to meditate for the 40 hours or some process. No, even they will not check that whether student have to meditate that well in the 40 hours. No, the student can just tell that, oh, they meditate 10 hours. But the point is, my point is that okay, masters, the point is that when the practice, no, the practice, the third quality is when the masters is the important is that he should have the practice that what he have teach. Once he have not practiced the what he have teach, then he don't have that, he will not have that third quality. Okay, third quality is the practicing. Okay, am I clear about the three qualities? That is then it can become the right master. Okay, actually you can read the Leverage Palm, and it talks about the 10 qualities. Okay, now the comes with how you can build up the relation, no, students and the master relation. Because the thing is that every relation, one side is very complicated. Even to you look at the humans to humans relation, sometimes it's very complicated, even the relation. But the thing is that when you thing is that we are human, and we are like a social animals. So we have to live, a lot of times we have to live together with your family members or your partners or the friends or the whatever. But the thing is that how you can have the very healthy relation. Okay, so that's why the master and the student, the relation, the two things are very important in this relation. The master and the student, the important is that the student should understand the master, and the master should have the compassion to the student. When the master have the compassion to student and the student understand the master, then this relation will go very well. I know the one person, he used to use the psychologist in the New York, no psychologist, therapist, I should say more like a therapist, okay? Then I asked him, that person, how do you work with your patient? How you do? He told me the one thing. He told me one thing, that whenever he being the therapist working with his patient, he listen. He listened and write down all the things that what the patient told him. He will write down. At the end, he will write down the invoice, that how much that the patient have to pay for him. So this is the sometimes that if you look at it, sometimes this shows that sometimes whatever you call with the physician or the whatever dealing, the compassion is one of the very key point. When there is no compassion, so then whatever the relation, it will not go that well. Okay, so that's why the master should have the compassion toward the student, and the student should have so a student should understand the master the very properly. Okay, this is how you can carry on the master and the student relation. Am I clear up till here? Am I clear? Okay, very good. Okay, very good. Okay. Because the thing is that, okay, let me tell you my own experience. Okay, my own, because, okay, oh, when I was teaching in the South Indian monastery, I have to teach you the more I have to focus on the educations of the student. In my monastery in the Nepal, not the education, they are the mantles. I mean, I have to look more of their upbringing of their mantles. I mean, the mantles, now how to say, the upbringing in my monastery in the Nepal. There's a lot of the small kids, and I really want to them to brought up with a very healthy environment. No, what I'm saying, the healthy environment, I have to bring with them in a very healthy environment. So I'm working on the create some of the healthy environment for the kids, because I mean the 2 weeks.
You hear the sound. You hear the sound. When you hear the sound.
Okay, so hello, can you hear me? So last 2 weeks back, if you don't mind, can you turn on the camera, many of you, if you feel that not very inconvenience, okay? If you feel a little bit inconvenience, then very fine, okay? Otherwise, yeah. So then I can see that whom I'm talking, whom I'm teaching, okay. So last 2 weeks back, last 2 weeks back that I came to the monastery from the North India, and then there was one small kid. He was age of 4 or 5 when he joined the monastery. Now I think that his age come to 8 or 9. I think 8 or 9 are the kids. And last time that when I came here, I was giving the jacket with those whether in the winter in the Nepal is quite cold, and I'm giving the jacket to the older, I mean, the small monks and the monks here in the monastery. And actually, that the kids, he came to the monastery when the his parents get separated, and at that time his father could not raise him, so that's why he left his kid in the monastery. And yesterday, when I mean, a few days back, when I was giving the jacket to the older monks, one of the teacher told me that when I was giving the jacket to him, his father died maybe 2 weeks back. So I asked him what happened. He got sick. But the teacher told the front of the hymn, because I asked him, the teacher front of told that he committed the suicide, his father. So really, I'm not so sure how will that kid will take this, no? So this is not a one case, a few cases like that in my monastery, in the, I mean, my monastery, in the lots of, I mean, the few of the kids having like this issue in their life. So that's why as being I'm the master, that my work is to create a very healthy environment, so they don't have any like a mental traumas or the mental stuff and trauma in their mind. So that is my job in the Nepal monastery. Now, when I get back to the the North India monastery, then I have to look more like education side, and then I have to train them. I mean, train the monks who have studied more than 20 years of Buddhism, and they're coming the final training, no? So I have to go to very deep in the Buddhist philosophy and to train them. So that's why the different places, my job is a very different. So I have to deal with a very different way I have to deal. The what point is that the one deal with the different points, I have to deal with the different point. But the thing is that the most important key point, I always feel that the compassion to the people. So I need a compassion, and I really have to think for the benefiting them. That is a key point of the master. Okay, in the future, after you learn the 2 or 3 years Lamrim, if you want to teach the Buddhism to the others, always remember that the key point should be the compassion. Compassion comes only when you think the benefit to others. Okay, that is a very important attitude you should have it. Okay, so and then when you have to think in the benefit of the others, okay, that's a very key point. Am I clear? Okay, so right now when someone they start to teach the Buddhism, they will not look under these qualities. They will just try to, they learned, and when they gain some knowledge, then they go and they give the talk. This is not how you have to be the guru. Okay, you should have the compassion and the attitude or to the benefit of others. Then you have to start to teach what you learned. Okay, Okay, am I clear about it? Okay, now in the day 7, it talks about the guru and the master and the student relationship. Okay, that you have to start. Now the thing is that now how the student have to look at the master, it talks of that. And the student have to look at the master as the representative of the Buddha. Representative of the Buddha means what that means. He is taking the role of the Buddha to you. So that means that doesn't mean that you have to follow the whatever the master say. Okay, if you follow the whatever the master say immediately, then you are losing the second qualities of the being the right student. Okay, second quality, if the whatever the master say, you have to go through the analysis and the proper analysis. If you feel right, then you follow. That the Buddha himself told that. Okay, if you feel not right, then you don't have to follow. Okay, but why you have to see the Buddha as the representative? Buddha's representative is that why you see the master as the Buddha's representative is that when you look at the masters and the Buddha's representative, you can focus the much better on what he talks. Because normally people in the discussion, how many minutes you can focus? Any of the lecture, okay? Any of the lecture, how many minutes you can focus? When a general conversation, how many minutes you can focus? I think that's why even if you talk with your friends, maybe 10 to 20 minutes, I think the maximum maybe, if you talk with the 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes might be, you can focus quite well. Maybe 10 minutes that way you might be the half distracted, you will get distracted. So that's why when you see the master is the Buddha's representative, with that respect, then you can focus better. Okay, so that's why it was saying that see the master as a Buddha's representative. So that's why whenever the Buddha gave the teaching and the sermon, he always used to say the one thing. He always used to say the one thing that whenever he start the teaching, he start with the saying this word: listen attentively. Always he say that listen attentively, because because the problem is that the people are not listening. People are not listening. Why I'm saying they are not listening is that they are not listening means that they will not listen to what the master says. They will just listen to what they will just listen, like pretend like a listen, but in the mind they will think something else. So that is not a fully focusing on the master's words. You can build up that focus you can fully focus on the master's word if you see the masters as the representative of the Buddha. Okay, that's why you say that you see the masters as the representative of the Buddha. Am I clear up till here? Clear, no? Very good, very good, very good. Okay, now very clear, no? Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, that is, I'm not so sure. Did I tell you that before? Normally, I'm having the class with a lot of different countries and a lot of different countries at the class, okay? And I always tell the one thing. When I'm having the class with the American student, that is a more tough. When I'm having the class with the other different countries, no, much easier. Because with the other countries, when I talk, in the class, a 1 hour class, okay? In the 1 hour class, I have to talk only 30 minutes. 30 minutes, the translator will translate that in the different language, no? Vietnamese, Chinese, then the Korean and the Mongolian and all this language. They are translating 30 minutes. My job is only 30 minutes. Translator job is 30 minutes, okay? When I'm having the class to American student, then when I have to full-time work, I have to work 1 hour. No translator. Okay. So okay, so that is anyway. Okay, so okay, so that's so sorry that I missed my topic. Okay, am I talking about what? Can you write down what am I talking? Huh? I missed the topic. Huh? Can you remind me what I'm talking about? Okay.
We're talking about listen to Dharma attentively, Rimmonji.
Yeah. Yeah, am I right? Okay. Listen attentively. Am I right? Okay. 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 So yeah, that is the Okay, so yeah, that is the master. Okay, and normally the spiritual, the practice. Now, spiritual practice. The second thing is that important thing is that there's the master and student. The close relation is a very important, because spiritual practice, your spiritual practice is the something you need the time to time the guidance. When you have a doubt into your mind or the practice the doubt, then the master should be the available. Okay, should be available to the student. So that's the student available to guide the students, because whenever you say the Dharma practice, it is a Dharma practice is not just like a just close your eye, what you have learned, and the close your eyes and meditate. It is not that only. Okay, Dharma practice is that when you understand the Dharma, then the meditate the Dharma, then you should have the improvement of your practice. There should be the improvement. Only improvement comes that when you are very close to your master. When your master and your relation is not very close, your Dharma, the practice will be not get improved. Okay, so that's why the closeness is important. So that's why the closeness was only comes that when we're having the interaction. No, master and student should have the interaction like a class is every week like an interaction. Then you can raise the questions, and then master can answer you. That is the way. That is the bring the relation more close. Okay, am I clear? Okay, so that okay. Now in the elaboration poem, it talks about the master's the quality, then the student quality, then how the student should look the master. Okay, Buddha's representative, and the Dharma student should look at the Dharma. It's like a medicine. Okay, Dharma should be look like a medicine. Medicine. What the difference between the medicine and the chocolate? Chocolate, you just enjoy the taste. That's all. Okay, when you like it, enjoy the taste of chocolate. That's fine. The medicine, how you look at a medicine should benefit you. Okay, when the medicine is not benefiting you, you have to leave that, taking that medicine. When that medicine is helping you, you have to keep the continuation of the taking that medicine. Okay, so that's why whatever the Dharma, when you look at it, look like a medicine. So that's why the Dharma, Buddha himself told that whatever he's teaching is not benefiting you, you don't have to do it at all. So benefiting, so that's why the Dharma always take as the medicine. Okay, so Dharma is a medicine, and whatever the practice and the look into yourself after you practice, and the weeks later, 2 weeks later, whether it's helping or not. So that's why lots of people start do the meditation, because it helps them. But the problem is that not only the look at help. Okay, improvement. Improvement means the 1 year practice the meditation of the Dharma, and the 2nd year you should be much better. 3rd year you should be improved. Okay, you are look at the improvement. Am I clear? Because lots of people, they just do the meditation, sees that as a good for the health and the good for the mentals, the health. That is okay. But being as a Dharma practitioner, you have to go beyond of it. Okay, not only bring the benefits. Okay, improvement, the improvement. That's also the important. So that's why the Dharma always look at the medicine. Okay, that is this master is the Buddha's representative, Dharma as the medicine. Okay, so with that, then you can have the master and the students, the relation quite well. So it goes. Okay, am I clear? Now, okay. Clear. Okay, so now what you have to do is that, okay, so now what you have to do is, and now what I explained, now you look at the day 6 and the 7 of the liberation of the palm. Okay, the main point is this. Okay, in also the liberation of the palm, it mentioned about that seeing the masters as the Buddha's representative. Also, it also see that talk about the 2 ways of the relying the master. Okay, how you have to mentally relying on the master. Okay, mentally relying on the master is that mentally relying means the seeing the masters as the Buddha's representative. Okay, that's a mentally relying. Okay, so masters, that is in the liberation of the palm, you will see that. Okay, now for this chapter, let me tell you my experience and my story with my master. Okay, and okay, stories like that. My master, he was one very well-known, the great, the master and the well-known philosopher, and he's really very good, the debate and everything. What he really, his in his quality, he's the one of the the quality I was really really feel very, the special, one of his qualities is that whenever we have the class and he debates and whenever we make the mistake, he will laugh. More he laughs, that means I make the more mistakes. That's really very special. And so whenever he debates with the student and the special debate, he laughs, that means that we make the mistake. That is a really very unique of the character of him. And the second thing is that he really let his students to think very freely. He will give the thing very freely. That is the second thing, is that think freely. The third thing is that what I see with my masters is that the third thing is that when the lots of the occasions of the time and when he talk, whenever he talks and see, first thing is that whatever we tell him first, he will listen very carefully. After he listened very carefully and what he understands, then he will throw us back the question to make sure that he understands very properly that what we explain to him. These are something that are very important to the day-to-day life, in the conversation. So when you talk with the peoples, and sometimes that you assume or sometimes you feel that you understand the other, but in the reality you didn't understand, you get a misunderstanding because of you have not make sure that you have understand them very properly. Okay, am I clear? Am I clear? In the right now, that I have experienced a lot because that happened a lot, because I'm taking the responsibility of the not in the monastery, at this monastery, sometimes because the responsible, I have to talk with the teachers and the staff. Many of the time they get misunderstanding because sometimes before I finish my talk, they will say, okay. Then I'm pretty sure that they didn't understand me very properly. So that's the thing. So that's why what I'm saying is that's why especially in the Dharma, when you get a misunderstanding, that is a very risk. Okay, so Dharma should not get a misunderstanding. What you have to understand the Dharma very properly. Okay, to get a misunderstanding of the Dharma, what important thing is that first, whatever in the liberation palm, when you read it, first you read it, then you have to, after you read, then you have to think very, yourself as a think carefully that what you understand, then you have to check with your master. Okay, that was a consult the master. So that is the comes that it helps you, the master. That is the one of the master's job, to make sure you understand the Dharma very properly. Students should often ask the master that whatever they understand also right or wrong. Okay. When you ask me the question and when you tell me that what you understand, if I laugh, that means you make the mistake. Okay. I'm just joking. Yeah, that is normally my master used to do whenever we have this, whenever he asks some question related to the philosophy, and when we answer, if you laugh, that means that we made the mistake. Okay. So, okay, so these are the points. Okay, now you read the liberation palm and you will see more clear about it. Okay. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay. Okay, now the thing about us. Okay. Okay, selecting the master of the things. Okay. Actually, as I told you, the selecting the masters thing is something like that. As I told you before, when you become, the first thing is that in the liberation palm, it told the person who are having the qualities of the master quality, and when you are having the right students, the three qualities, then you will become the master and student, very perfect the master and student. When the master is having the quality, but the student don't have the student's quality, then they cannot become the perfect student and the master. Okay, so that is the importance. Okay, normally whatever we do is here, normally in the people's, when you go to things like that, okay, when you go to the restaurant, what food will you order? Mostly you will order the food that what you like. No, that is the normal people does that. No, so in the master and the student, it's a little bit of okay. You will not just, what you have to do is you have to need a proper analysis. That analysis is master side see the student, whether they are having the qualities. And the student should analyze the master's having that qualities or not. The analyzing is important. So am I clear? Okay, so that thing. Okay, so yeah, if there are any other questions, you can write it down. Okay, write it down. Is there any other question? Is it possible to establish a guru-student relation, guru that he never met in person? Example. Okay. Normally, as I told you, no, master and a student relationship, no, master and a student relationship. Okay, things like that. Okay, take it at a half joke and a half true. Okay, half joke and half true. Okay, when you are having the master and a student relationship, okay, master and a student relationship with the both of them having the responsibilities, okay, with the responsibilities, both should have the responsibility, okay. When you are having the build up the master and the student relationship and that master is not taking the responsibility, then it's not a perfect master for you, okay, for you. To become the perfect master have to take the responsibility, some responsibility. When the master is, even the master might be perfect, it's not taking the responsibility of the spiritual practice, the responsibility, then that master is not perfect for you, okay? So that's you should understand. If you look at up till the now, if you look at the whole, the masters, the great masters who have spent, who great master who achieved the enlightenment, also most of them, they look at the life stories, they have spent some of the time with the masters. When you're spending the time with the master, sharing, master have shared their experience with the students, that is how they get some like a courage or the instruction or the build up the foundation of their practice. Okay, masters, the job is the building of the foundations, practice the foundation for the student, then they can build up the first floor or second floors, goes on like that. So that's why when you ask this question, when you're distant a master who cannot, I will say that master won't become the perfect master to you, even that master is a great master, but who don't take the responsibility of the practice, they won't become the perfect master for you, okay? But you may feel it perfect, but it will not become the perfect for you. Am I clear? Okay, so that's why my master, I spend a lot of time with him. Sometimes he talks the jokes and they share the joke. We talk some hours unrelated with the Dharma. Sometimes we talk, then we have the class. That is my master's, that he took a lot of the responsibilities of the Dharma, the improvement. No, sometimes when I'm having the challenges of the practice of the Dharma, so I used to go and ask him, then he will instruct me. One of his great qualities that the one master, when he was age of 90, he lived up to 93, okay, age of 95. When age was 90 or 91, he had a little bit like a dementia, isn't it? The sickness, the forget the things, not what do you call that? Dementia, isn't it? Dementia, or what do you call it?
Yes, dementia.
Dementia, okay, great, yeah. Okay, dementia. So when he talked, even sometimes he don't remember that what he talked 10 minutes back. And sometimes for him, it's very difficult to remember that about the breakfast he had, no? Even he cannot remember, age of 9. But whenever he talks about the Dharma, any of the question related with the Dharma or the Buddhism practice, he was perfect. He could give and he could talk about his practice 30 years back, what he did, 40 years back, what he did. Really, that was so amazing for me. So that amazed me, and I always feel in my heart that even when I get old, like 80 or 90, even I forget everything. I always pray that I will not forget all the Dharma practice. Even when I get old, like 80 or 90, even I forget everything, not to forget the Dharma practice. That's okay. So that's my master's. So that's why what I'm saying is that that even the age of 90, even I have some spiritual practice, some of the doubts. I used to go and ask him. He was age of 90, not perfect. He can give me the answers very well. So that's the thing, the master, the responsibility. No? That is the master's the responsibility. Master can fulfill that responsibility when the master has the compassion to the student. When they have no compassion, then it's very difficult. So the compassion, that is the master quality. Okay. So why I'm saying the master quality to you, the later on, if you want to become the spiritual, like some guidance or master to your, the children's or your friends or whoever you want to be, you should have that, okay, thinking, okay, but thinking the benefit in that and the compassion toward them. Okay. Am I clear? That is the very important one part, okay? And in my whole life, I learned the one very interesting thing that because I'm going to take in the responsibility of the different, the monastery and the organizations, and that's thinking that even with that thought, in what I learned, the one important thing is that thought, even sometimes that I don't feel that I'm having the problem at all. A very long occasion. If you ask me what I have the problem, I feel like I have no problem at all, because actually I might have it, but I don't see it is the problem, because I'm too much into my time, always the thinking and the doing for the others all the time. No? So like one monastery, I came to my monastery. Now here do the lots of the things for the here. Then after this, now I'm traveling to the South Korea. They have to do, and a lot of things I have to do there. And they have the program in the hospital, no? Hospital, and I have to deal with the people who are dying. No, I'm not met them, but I have to deal with them and to do the things of the hospital, the programs, no? So when after weeks, always my job is to do something for the others and do the things for the others. So that really helped me. Is very much that I don't see anything, any problem with myself. So that is the things that happen. So that's why you also, if you want to not only the practice Dharma, also it's very important to slowly you have to build up the thoughts to the thinking, the benefit the others. Okay, that is one also very important attitude for the Dharma practitioner to build it up. Okay, am I clear? Okay, okay, great. Okay, then thank you. Today, so do you know that I always tell the one thing in the class, okay, all the different class, that I might start the class late, but I will stop the class on time, okay? I always tell that, that I always follow that rule, okay? I might start the class late, okay, can happen, but I will always stop the class on time, okay? Okay, that's a great, and thank you. Okay, so thank you. And the next Sunday, they won't be the class. Am I right? Because of the Christmas, no? Christmas, and the next Sunday, we will not have the class. And yeah, and and also the New Year is coming, and I wish you all a very happy New Year. Okay, so that New Year is coming soon, and I hope that to see you in the 2024. Okay, I'm planning to come to state in 2024, June or July in the 2024. Then hope to see you all in the 2024. And before that, if you have the time, that I think I told you in the May, now the audience with His Holiness Dalai Lama, all the students has confirmed in the May. Okay, next May date, I will let you know. Okay, and if you can get the 5-7 days like a holiday, then you can come to the North India to meet with His Holiness Dalai Lama. Now the private office is the Dalai Lama private asking me to give the date, so they will book the date for the meeting for him. So yeah, so the month is confirmed. Okay, it's a May. Soon I will let you know the date. Okay, so then you can come to see the North India and the way that another monastery, the traditional monastery where I'm taking care right now. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Okay, and thank you. Then see you. Okay. Okay. Have a nice day. Okay. Then.